بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وآله وأصحابه وأزواجه وذريته أجمعين. اللهم ربنا أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم أرنا حقائق الأشياء كما هي. ربنا زدنا علما وعملا وإخلاصا يا رب العالمين. نصلي وسلم على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه وأزواجه وذريته يا أرحم الراحمين. Okay, we had covered this part, but in the last video we lost the voice, the volume. Somehow the voice wasn't recorded. Although I still uploaded the video because, so you can still see what I'm writing. But I'll just go through some of the stuff we said last time. So here he's talking about being and its relationship with existing. So although being has three distinct meanings, the word being in English language, I guess. Existence, on the other hand, so one meaning of being is existent, the other is copula, and number three is the sign of identity. So existence and being are often taken as equivalent. Even though they are often taken equivalent, they are not exactly the same, because we use being sometime in the sense of existence, sometime in the sense of copula, sometime in the sense of as a sign of identity. So we'll go through these three quickly and then come back to existence. So being from the word to be, verb I mean. This form is infinitive. One of its first meaning in the dictionary is existence. And other meaning is nature or essence of a person. So that's being, and as a verb it has different meaning as well, various meanings I mean, in the English language. So to be is to exist in the first place, and then to occur, to attend, etc., etc. And it has different forms in English language, like it's plural. So from being you get is, was, were, etc. And it seems to be a purely English word, so it doesn't come from Latin or Greek. But and other languages have words equivalent to it. For example, in Arabic, al-kawn is to be. In Farsi, hastan, and from that in Urdu we have hona, and things like that. So this is the linguistic meaning, but being, philosophically speaking, is, as the entry says, used in three meanings. First meaning of being is existence. The second, so second meaning is, so being is used as a copula. That's a function in a sense. like it is used as connection. Copula means in logic and grammar, it means connecting words. Being is a connecting word in English language in the sense that the verbs deriving from it are used as connectors in a sentence. Not every language has a copula. Many languages do without copula and just through the structure of a language. Copula linguistically mean to connect. Okay, so in this sense, for example, this sense is not the same as existence, because if you say, for example, God, although you might be implying the existence of God and the existence of greatness, what you are doing is connecting greatness to God. That's all you are doing. So here is doesn't mean that existence. Okay. So in Arabic you will say Allahu Azim. There's no copula there, but the structure, this is mubtada, this is khabar, subject and predicate. So the structure of the sentence itself gives the meaning of is. But the point here is that is doesn't here mean is not equal to existence. In Urdu and Farsi, you have copula. Say Khuda बुजुर्ग است खुदा वसीम है is copula as against English. It doesn't come between mubtada and khabar or subject and predicate. It goes at the end, but still we have copula. But in Arabic, we don't have copula in this way. It doesn't need connectors. So that's the second meaning. And the third meaning of being is the verb being, and its derivative is it is used as a sign of identity. So for example, we might say 2 plus 2 is 4. So here what we are saying is that this and this are equal, the same. Although mathematicians might disagree, but this can be one of the, for example, to give a less contentious example, for example, you can say 2 apples plus 2 apples are 4 apples. So here your being is not used in the sense of that apple exists or a mere connection, but you are also using in the sense of identity. They are equal to. But despite that, generally being and being is used as equivalent to existence. A being of a thing is its existence. Um, and obviously, in philosophy, this whole word is important because Aristotle defined his first philosophy as a science, as a discipline separate from natural sciences, which he called physics, which includes physics but also biology, because physics in Greek language is a word for nature. So first philosophy is a philosophy which studies being as being. It studies existence of a thing. Okay, that's why he's saying that in traditional physics, traditional metaphysics asks the question, what is being? It is not. It's not raising the question about identity or copula. What it is asking is, it asks about being in the sense of existence. What is existence? And it's not just asking this as a question of straightforward question, but at least in Aristotle, what is existence is the very basis or very fountain of philosophy. It's not a straightforward question. Basically, an expression of primordial wonder, as Heidegger later claims. So we are not seeking just, we are not raising a simple question. For example, somebody might ask, what is a machine, for example? It's not that type of question. It's more fundamental question. It is a question which is the very basis of philosophical endeavor for Aristotle, at least as read by Heidegger, for example. Because what the question expresses is wonder, and that wonder is about how is it that there is something rather than nothing. Even more than that, what is nothing, and how there can be something out of nothing. How can we be basic fundamental wonder about the very act of existence or very phenomena of existence. This total puzzlement is for Heidegger, as for Aristotle, as read by Heidegger, for example, is the very foundation or very fountain of um, um, philosophy. But when philosophers talk about what is existence, they are asking it as a technical or straightforward question as well. So it's not just the expression of wonder, but they're actually asking, what is existence? How can we define it? For example, is it a predicate, or is it the ground for all the predicates? And how is it related to other qualities, other predicates? How is it related to the nature or the essence of a thing, for example? Okay, I don't know whether we were able to record the last bit or not. But what I said there was that what is existence? the whole question of what is existence can be understood in two ways. A straightforward question tells what is existence, whether it is a predicate or it is something else, a ground of all predicates. How is it related to other qualities, other predicates, if it is a predicate? How it is related to the essence of things. So it's a straightforward technical question. Straightforward not in the sense that it is an easy question, but it's a question in a sense in which it demands an answer. But on the other hand, what is the question, what is existence, can be understood as the expression of a puzzle, a puzzlement or wonder at the very phenomenon of existence. How is it that there is something rather than nothing? And what it means to be, and what it means not to be, for example. This fundamental wonder for Heidegger and Aristotle, or Aristotle as read by Heidegger, is the very foundation or fountain of philosophy, and is separate from the actual question, what is existence? So that much we covered yesterday as well, but we basically covered the same ground, this time hopefully with the voice. So what he's saying here is, although being has three distinct meanings: existence, the copula, the sign of identity. Existence is often existence and being are often taken as equivalent. What exists is considered by many to be central question in philosophy in the two different ways which we just explained. When traditional metaphysics asks what is being, it asks about being in the sense of existence. We can begin with the claim that things which exist are those that can bring about effects in the behavior of other things. Now this is trying to explain what existence is, or at least one view about it. So we'll look at it in the next session, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Sallu wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam wa dhurriyyatihi ajma'in bi rahmatika ya اللهم انصر أولياءك في غزة وفي فلسطين كلها وفي اليمن وفي لبنان وفي بلاد الشام كلها وفي العراق وفي إيران وفي مشارق الأرض ومغارب. اللهم ألف بين قلوبهم وأصلح ذات بينهم وانصرهم على عدوك وعدوهم إنك على كل شيء قدير. اللهم سدد رميهم وسدد خطاهم وسدد راعيهم. اللهم فرج عنا وعن إخواننا في غزة وفي فلسطين كلها وفي اليمن وفي لبنان وفي العراق وفي إيران وفي أفغانستان وفي مشارق الأرض ومغاربها. اللهم نفس كربنا وكربهم وثبت أقدامنا وأقدامهم والطف بنا وبهم يا أرحم الراحمين. وصل وسلم على سيدنا ومولانا وحبيبنا وشفينا محمد وآله وصحبه وأزواجه وذريته أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم